try to get to the front right away. I have no idea where the front is. Hopefully I get there quickly. Looks like this is the front. Top 100. Oh, it's still up there. At least you can see Freddie and BDP. I'll try to stay with them on the climb. Not an easy start at all. Still doing over 300. Not even on the climb yet. I'm anticipating this will be 500 watts at least. Here we go. That's so cool to see Vanderpool in these races. Trying to match his power, because I'm confident he's not going to get dropped. So if I stay with him, I'll be in the front group. Gotta watch the splits coming over the top here. As they keep pushing up there, still stringing out. It's hardly slowing down. Probably could have saved my draft. I thought it was gonna stay hard for another 30 seconds. Try to recover as much as I can for the next 5K. He's chatting right now. Oh man. Well, I guess he's not going hard. Trying to use the draft as best I can on these rolling sections. The group is still pretty big. Looks to be at least 50 riders here in the front group. Then there's a big split behind that is probably not coming back. Those riders are probably dropped for good. Can really use the downhill here to just completely relax, coast a little bit. We still got over 23K to go. So even though that first 2-3 minutes was almost full gas, we still got 30 minutes of racing, probably 30 or 35 minutes. Looks like there's one rider off the front and then a big pack here. I think a lot of guys, kind of like me, are going to try to take it easy right now, save it for the last 2 laps. These rollers can be really hard when you're in a small group, but in a big pack like this, it's not too hard. You can pretty much use the draft, kind of roll over the top. It is stringing out though, so I gotta pay attention to that. There's no creams in this race, as far as I know, but there's still gonna be plenty of attacks. After this sprint, the one that goes over the bridge, there's a steep little hill that is probably 20 to 30 seconds long, and then there's a series of rollers after that. The S's, the Zwift Watopia S's, I think it's called. Always got to watch out for splits on that part of the course. Looks like still a little breakaway off the front. But again, when we hit the Watopia Hilly KOM, that gap is just going to disintegrate. If they don't have at least 10 or 12 seconds, they'll probably just, that gap will be gone halfway up the climb, just from the momentum of the group. I have an arrow now, which is interesting. I might want to save that for the finish, actually, because I'm not sure if I'm going to get an arrow again. Here's the steep hill. Can see Vanderpoel accelerating there, following that split. That's scary because it might not come back if he's in there. So I gotta watch the gaps here. It's so hard because these attacks are only 2 minutes away from the next hilly KOM. So that effort on its own wasn't massive, but adding that fatigue into the legs right before the next climb is really hard. Yeah, if I was in that breakaway, I would sit up now, because those guys are using so much energy just to keep 3 second, 4 second gap maybe. Yeah, Vanderpool is definitely riding hard. I saw him close that gap a minute ago. Saw him do some red numbers, which probably 700 or 800 watts. So now, trying to recover just in time for the next hilly KOM coming up. If I had to guess, this will probably be the slowest lap up the KOM. The last lap people will probably go all out, the climbers especially, to try to break away. But right now, there's still going to be over 15K to go at the top of the climb. So I think a lot of guys are going to want to save their energy. Yeah, that's right. All the way back in 2015. I didn't even know what Zwift was that year. I was still very new to indoor cycling. It's amazing to see how far it's come. And now we got over 1,000 riders on a Wednesday, middle of the morning, middle of the afternoon in December, just for a Zwift race. It's awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate it. The field is finally bunching up here. Finally going easy for a minute. That group behind is probably not coming back. Almost 20-second gap. And now we're about to accelerate. I'm prepared for a big effort on this one. Not really sure if there's going to be attacks, but we're about to find out. Freddie's behind me. I'll watch his number, see if he's going to attack. Looks like there's a good split here. Gotta be careful. Looks like Vanderpool's on the front, attacking. That was super hard, super fast. Oh, there goes Vanderpool. I think I'm gonna stay in the pack right now. Just try to follow the wheels. Yeah, that was super fast. 128. I didn't even use my power up. I tried to hold on to it. Yeah, sorry Hayden. I only found out about this 15 minutes before it happened. Tried to jump on the bike as quickly as possible. Oh, watch out for the tree. Yeah, Milan, I saw you. I remember seeing your name. That was awesome. Good to see you out there. It's getting hot now. We're almost halfway through the race now. I don't know if that last lap is going to be even faster. If Vanderpool does attack on the final climb, I'll go all in to try to go with him. I feel like he's warning us. He's about to go 5 seconds faster. 700 watts for a minute and a half maybe. Try to save some energy here. I think the KOM is about, I think it's either 119 or 120. I know that back when it was the Zwift Premier Division, I think it was called, then I think the field went 121 or 122, but that was on neutralized frames. I don't know if there were power-ups there, but it's crazy fast. Over 700 watts for a minute and 20 seconds. Try to cool off now. I don't want there to be attacks right now. I'm going to try to relax. Looks like it's a little bit slower than the previous lap. We're just over the halfway point. So, oh, there's Ed Laverack. I hadn't seen him yet, but yeah, I'm not actually sure which bike is fastest nowadays with the upgrades and everything. Getting a little cramp in my side. That last KOM effort was really hard. I still got a few minutes to recover before the next one. Thanks, Iker. You too. I have not, Milan. I was going to look into that later today. Sounds really interesting. not sure there's even 30 riders left in the group, maybe 35. We probably dropped 10 or 15 guys in the last 10K. Looks like there's more attacks now. Gotta be careful. I race only a little bit in real life now. Mainly gravel and road. I gotta watch this split here. It's just dangerous. I was caught too far back. I got a bit lucky there. No worries. I know I don't need to respond to everything, especially in the last 10K. It's getting even faster now. Just non-stop attacks. I'm not sure, Milan. I'm really happy with the result, though. It's a really good one. That was my best 20 to 30 minute performance in a long time. Oh no. Is that Van der Poel attacking? Uh-oh. No, I think he sat up, actually. Here we go. Final climb. 10K to go. I'm expecting about 700 watts for a minute, but we'll see who attacks. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, definitely going all in. If there's a split, it's probably not coming back. I'm not sure if there's still a breakaway. I think there might be one, a small one, but they'll probably get caught on this climb anyway. Trying to just see what Freddie's doing at the back here. He might go all in. Big attack. Looks like Van der Poel's attacking right before the climb. Oh, Vet's lining it up. Gotta be careful here. I think Ovet's gonna go all in. There goes Vanderpool. Oh, so fast. Oh. Well, there goes Freddie. Come on, Ed. Help me close that gap. Thank you. Oh. Oh. Vanderpool's still pushing. Oh my gosh. We are flying. $65K an hour. How many guys are left in this group? Like 20, 25? It's tiny. Oh, Vanderpool's attacking. Oh. $3.7K. My legs are about to explode. There goes Vanderpool again. Jeez. If I felt amazing, I would counterattack right now, but I feel exhausted. This is it now. Oh no, too early. Whew. Oh. Beat Vanderpool and Ovet by one spot. Holding on to that arrow is the key. That's what did it. Without that, there's no way I would have beat them. That sprint was chaotic. I couldn't tell where the lap riders were versus the guys in the lead group. It looks like VK off the front. No idea who that is, but over 400 watts for 35 minutes. And then De Groot was 6.1 for 30 minutes. But I'm happy with that for me. Definitely. The last 200 meters, Vanderpool and I were right next to each other. I thought he was going to pass me because I was so long leading him out, but the arrow was enough to keep the speed high. Everyone else was a little ways behind, but that 15-second power for me is really high, really, really good. It's crazy that Vanderpool did 393 for that whole race, and then he still had the energy to sprint for a top 10. And he was doing the lead out, he kept attacking on the last lap. The last lap he must have done 450 for 10 minutes. That was hard. Maybe a little bit too hard for tomorrow, but we'll see how that was for openers. The hilly KOM effort was probably over 600. Let's see. Oh, not that one. Here we go. 580 for a minute and a half. Almost 600 for a minute. That's close to my all-time. For 2 minutes. Yeah. Super high. 3.5 minutes at 480. The sprint was good. My peak wasn't crazy high, but the sustained 20 seconds was really good.